Hi everyone, today I'll be reviewing Deep Blue Sea 3 just dropped on Netflix, and when I dropped it I was like, ooh, that's been very interesting. So I didn't even know they're making Deep Blue Sea sequel. So I really like the first movie. I know it's not a perfect movie, but I had a really good time watching Deep Blue Sea starring Samuel Jackson. I thought that movie was very interesting to watch. I had a really good time watching it, and that movie did have some action and overall story. It was very interesting then, but this one just dropped on Netflix and I thought, ooh, why don't I check it out? So in this movie you see Emma. She is this scientist. She's working on this island with her team. She's researching on this white shark. She think like she has a baby, and in this movie we see that where they're researching, their island is actually kind of destroyed. Only one family living there, and she's I feel so funny even saying the plot for this movie because the plot sounds ridiculous. She's studying on this. I'm saying it sounds ridiculous because I get it. A lot of people do study on white shark and dolphin stuff because you see them right in the behind the scene research. This movie does bring you similar kind of plot. This like a doctor, she's studying on this island on this white shark, and she has a baby, and she has it's so funny. She's researching on this shark, and she has a baby in a nursery. She calls there down there, and I'm like, and it's a cove there, and she's working with this white shark, and she gave her name is Shelly in this movie. But when this 3 bull shark comes and start eating all the shark down there, we see there's a new scientist. His name is Richard. He shows up with his team in a big boat, and conflict interest with each other we see in this movie. And of course this movie, what do you think? It will be teamwork saving the world from this shark? No, it ain't about that. It's about human conflict, which is I'm like, I get it, that is what this movie was trying to do, but we are here to see some shark killing people. This movie is not that at all. Because that is what I was expecting. This movie to have a lot of shark eating, like a lot of shark eating people, shark action. But unfortunately, this movie is actually, its name is Deep Blue Sea, but it is quite boring when you watch it. It's a lot of scientists talking about shark, talking about their motivation, and in one scene we see like there's a too funny scene in this movie. When you watch it, you were like, but there is a reason for it, and I get it why it was like that. Still, I thought both of those scenes were funny. I will get into this. Overall, this movie, it is not enough action for my taste. I was like, this movie does not have enough action at all, especially for shark movie. You need them. Especially, I think this movie budget isn't big, to doing the big set pieces, like the action set pieces does cost a lot of money. But this movie does centers around Emma. Richard, Richard is, what is this actor name? He is like I have seen him in the show called The Original, so I was really excited to see him, but he actually doesn't do much, this Richard character in this movie. The way he dies in this movie, that is the same, so funny. Same time, it's so entertaining, the way Richard dies, and I was like, oh my god, did I just watch that? It's so funny. Anyway, the way Richard died in this movie, that is very funny. But also there is one funny and ridiculous scene is this, in this movie you see they actually captured one of the shark, and we see they like sedated him in this movie. Then there's 2 other sharks. They're coming after the ship, trying to break their ship. Then Richard goes out of nowhere. He pointed at the shark with the gun. He said, back off, otherwise I will kill you, brother. Then the other 2 sharks, they just back off in this movie. And I was like, what we are watching? That's the only I think 2 interesting scene in this movie, this one and the way Richard died. Otherwise, this movie was really unsufferable, boring movie. That is why it is on Netflix, I suppose. It is a one other movie. I don't know how they made this movie, like especially the sequel to Deep Blue Sea. It's very, although they do try to bring the old movies plot here, this shark, they escape and we need to stop it. And I don't know if they will be making a Deep Blue Sea the 4th one, because the end of this movie both of the sharks were dead. Can they make 4th one? They could say like, ooh, they had a baby and now we are back with the 4th one. This movie is not entertaining at all. And that was my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? And what do you think about the way Richard died? And the way he point gun to the shark and other two sharks just back up. Let me know in the comment. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews on other Netflix movie. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.